morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. This is Lindy, aka Paleobarbie, if you are new here. Welcome. Words are hard this morning. I'm drinking some coffee with collagen in it and some heavy whipping cream, and I just ordered some breakfast from Uber Eats, and I will show you that. I ordered it from a local burger place that actually has breakfast. I have eggs, I have bacon, I have all the things. I just don't feel like making it. I did not feel that great last night. And so I'm very congested, so I'm just not feeling it. I have a lot of stuff to do today too, and I just don't want to do it. So, as soon as that gets here, I will show you what breakfast is. This is going to be a day of eating plus some like I said, words are hard. Plus some extra stuff. So let's get this day going. All right, my food is here. I ordered a breakfast bowl and asked for no potatoes, but there are potatoes in it. So I'm going to have to scrape the eggs and they're like sitting on it. So the potatoes are at the bottom. So I'm not going to eat the potatoes, but this is a egg, cheese, bacon thing going on here. And then I ordered extra eggs because I knew I wasn't going to be eating those potatoes and some bacon on the side. So it does come with hot sauce or salsa, but I'm probably not going to use that. I'm going to use my other hot sauce, but that is breakfast. Hopefully I can get this off of here. But if not, I'll just eat this and save this for my husband. But that's breakfast this morning. All right, I was able to eat around the potatoes. There's still a little bit left around that I could eat, but I'm full. And I haven't even eaten this. So I'm going to probably save this for lunch. And I'll give my husband the rest of this. All right, before we start the recipe, let's do Advents. Or at least mine, because the kids aren't here. Today is day 22. That one's already in. We got... It starts getting hard to get them out at the end. Merlot. That's a pretty packaging. And let me get the cheese. All right. Day 22. Good grief. Cheddar with whiskey. All right, guys, we are going to make keto English toffee, and it's really easy. It's very few ingredients. The biggest thing for me is using the candy thermometer. I've never used one before, so this is the first time I'm going to use one. But you can use a half a cup of swerve brown sugar, a cup of lilies, 2 sticks of butter, and chopped nuts if you like. You don't have to put that in if you want to. That's optional, but I am going to put some. But first thing is we're going to put the butter in here and melt it with our swerve and stir it constantly until it gets to the temperature of 300. You're going to want to have a sheet pan or small sheet pan or some sort of loaf pan, whatever you decide, lined with parchment. I like to spray mine underneath so that it sticks. This is a very small sheet pan that I'm going to be using. And then we're going to pour it onto here, and then I'll put the chocolate chips on top and let them melt, and then put it in the freezer. So let's get started. All right, so I got the butter and the brown sugar in here, swerve brown sugar. I'm going to let it melt a little bit, then I'll attach that thermometer and be stirring as I go. All right, the butter is almost melted. I've been stirring it, and I've got my little thermometer attached. It's nice how it adjusts for different size pots, which is nice. And you can see it when it gets up to that 300, it'll be ready. So I'm just going to keep stirring it. All right, this is at 300, and this is what you want it to look like. Now you're going to remove it from the heat, and we're going to pour it into our sheet pan. I actually think I could probably use a smaller pan, but I'm going to go with it. All right, this is in here, and now what you're going to do is just put your chocolate chips on top, and then we're going to cover it with foil while they melt, and then we'll spread them around, put the nuts on it, and then stick it in the freezer. You're going to use about a cup. And this is very hot, so be careful, obviously. Okay, I'm gonna put some foil on this. All right, they're pretty much melted. I spread them around chunky in some spots. So I'm gonna open up these and sprinkle on top and then stick this in the freezer, and I'll show you what it looks like when it comes out of the freezer. All right, going in the freezer. All right, this is done. You can see it's nice and hard. I'm gonna break it up. I added a little more chocolate because I had it in the freezer and it was tilted. So some of the chocolate ran down here. And so, as you can see, there's more nuts on this side, but it's not a big deal. I'm going to break this up into pieces and put it in a container. All right, for lunch, I'm just having the leftovers of that breakfast stuff I didn't eat. Keeping it simple. All right, I'm also having some cheese and salami. They gave these at church. My husband brought one home. Little charcuterie boards. And I'm just gonna eat the cheese and meat, but aren't that cute? All right, I made us a snack. We had some mozzarella sticks that needed to get eaten, so I put them in the freezer, string cheese, and then breaded it with the pork panko and Parmesan and some Italian seasoning and garlic. And we're gonna dip it in some rouse, and that is gonna be our appetizer. All right, guys, we have leftover steak, which is always good, with some Chef Chamois garlic butter. I don't know if I'll eat this whole thing, but this is what we're going for.